one of the best Decepticons versus WIT CHECK in our round 2. We have a very interesting match, I will say, or a very interesting map mode. Zones Mahi, I like it personally, but you know, it's not the best out. Well, it's decent, mainly like before the water level sinks. It's like it's very contained, it's very small, it's very like just it's very fight heavy, best way I could put it.
Oh no, absolutely, especially with how small the map is. You got a lot more of the fights happening together, which it could be a good thing. I don't know. I've never really liked Zones Mahi. I don't know. I know a lot of people do. Personally, I'd rather play it on any other map, but that's just me.
Yeah.
And tower control ship shape, which will be after. I love a good ship shape, so that'll be fun. But I saw I did a little bit of looking into our teams. It looks like we got a sword player on each team, so we're gonna see some sword in this set.
Okay, you know, I'm not surprised. Sword is very good overall, especially on these maps. I think.
For sure.
Was it like decaf, or like was it stamper, or was it like wiper? Do you remember which one it was?
Megatron has crab stamper and decaf, while as I believe Zen on WIT CHECK. I believe it's Zen. No, it's not Zen. My bad. It's the person who doesn't have a name. Yeah, it's I forget what the new sword is. The new stamper.
What's crab one?
No, the newest. Oh, the Booyah.
Oh, the Booyah one. Stickers.
Yeah, stickers. And V.
Okay. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if Stamper's here. Either one of them. I'm gonna take a wild shot in the dark and say they're probably gonna play the GG Booyah Stamper on ship shape, because 1, it's GG Booyah, and 2, it's tower control. But enough speculation. We're hopping straight into game number 1, round 2 of SOS. Great Stamper coming out from, I believe that is going to be Megatron. Yes, it is. And on WIT CHECK, bring out the V Stamper. You know what? I'm a fan of it. Also, 96 plus Explo. You know what? I like it. And also, both teams have 96. Something that is very interesting is that today, both with Paddling Pool and with SOS, a lot of 96 has been seen today.
I mean, it is a 2-tap weapon. If you hit your shots, they're dead. And even if not, you're doing what, like half damage? Your teammates can go in and get a couple more hits. I've always wanted to try 96. I'm a shot main myself. Haven't really gotten to it, but it's a pretty versatile weapon in my opinion. As we can see here, WIT CHECK just took the lead, and they have a pretty good control of mid. They're just kind of waiting it out, waiting for the team of Megatron to get back in. We got a Booyah Bomb coming out to take zone.
Yeah, the Booyah Bomb is going to take zone alongside that vac shot, so giving Megatron a lot of space to work with. And I think the biggest help for WIT CHECK is going to be this Explo. Just with that consistent like AoE is going to really help out if they can get close to it. There it is, 2 members down outside the Megatron. You see the zap in the zone painting, but that vac is going to get popped just to neutralize as much pain as possible. The stamp on the side of Megatron able to cancel out that zap, so no paint for you. And we're going to see Megatron able to kind of weather the storm for the most part, even though they don't still have the lead. They're very, very close, but unfortunately they're gonna go 3 members down to, I believe, the 96 plus the Zipcaster there. So WIT CHECK, very great job. There's a lot of fighting, a lot of back and forth. Kind of like I said earlier, this map, even after the water level drops, you still fight a lot, because you kind of have to go one of 2 directions, and the enemy's gonna be there no matter what.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And like with the amount of this map is very like, there's like a lot of cover, so it like you're gonna be like either fighting on either side or in the middle. Very rarely are you gonna be in either base. As you can see here, Megatron did actually get a decent lead on WIT CHECK here with a decent penalty. We got the bucket in here coming in, trying to get a pick on the zap. It does work, but they both go down, which classic. It happens.
I mean, yeah, a lot of trades happening. You see Megatron able to eat through their penalty points. Looking to get a little bit further, but I think their biggest threat here is going to be that Explo with that long-range pressure, plus that splash on the zone. There it is. Not quite able to capture. Megatron, just great job kind of dispersing and coming back together to recapture that zone without that stamper here. The VAC just kind of securing as many points as humanly possible for them. WIT CHECK trying to fight their way in. The VAC's going to come out. It's going to flip the zone right before the Booyah Bomb. Wow. So while they were able to get the zone, not able to get a lot else, and you see Megatron just restabilizing themselves as quick as possible and trying to get more space off of that. It is going to work out, at least for now. You see they did, it took a little bit of effort, but they did manage to not only get the zone but get even further up. You see the Explo being the one to push up is very interesting here.
Yeah, that was interesting. I don't know why he was pushing up when his team wasn't there, but like, I mean, they weren't there either, so it was kind of, he was just kind of there. It works. We see the VAC going out here. It looks like very defensively. Didn't seem to work out for them there. And we got a wipe on the side of WIT CHECK. They're doing a really good job keeping at Megatron at bay right now. Honestly, with 30 ticks left on, this is anybody's game.
I mean, yeah, you can say that again. You see Megatron trying to force their way back in with this Booyah Bomb from Keto here. You see looking straight for that Expo and not able to get the pick just yet, but giving the rest of the team enough time, though, by staying alive to allow WIT CHECK to get back into the zone, get back that control, and get back to kind of keeping Megatron back into base. But we're going to see they're going to have a VAC soon. They're going to have possibly strikes or Booyah Bomb as well. So you got to be a little bit careful of that. WIT CHECK on their end has the VAC as at the ready as well. Decide to pop it. VAC v VAC battle here. We're gonna see who's gonna come up on top. The Stamper trying their best to go for the forced to back away and go down. That's why that's just very unfortunate timing that you see. This might be what WIT CHECK needs to take the lead. It is the splashdown will conceal that, and that will be game. Megatron 3 points away from taking the game, but WIT CHECK just storming back with a vengeance to win game number 1.
Wow, that was I thought Megatron had that one. So seeing WIT CHECK turn around and just take it, I'm excited for this. Because Megatron could take next game. And I'm excited. Seeing the back and forth that match, WIT CHECK at first wasn't doing so hot, but they kind of adapted to they did a really good job adapting to Megatron. Seeing how they played when they were throwing out their specials, how many were going in at once, and they took advantage of that, and it worked in their favor. Now on to tower control ship shape. Thoughts? How do we feel about this map?
I think just on the outset, on the outside looking in, I think this is slightly in favor of Megatron because they do have, of course, the GG strikes, the GG Booyah. If they decide to keep the same comp, they have the VAC once again to kind of help that tower, especially through that second checkpoint, which is the biggest choke point on this map. I think that would be very difficult for WIT CHECK to deal with. But then again, I think the Stamper can be very, very good at dealing with both the vacuum from the 96 plus I believe the Stamper still have that one shot thing on Booyah Bombs. I think it does, right? Where like you can just one shot it.
I don't know. I don't play Stamp at all.
Well, if it
maybe
does, yeah, well, if it does, that's very good for them as well. And they keep Explo. I like Explo here on this map, mainly because
Explo will be good, I think. Yeah,
mainly because not only do you kind of just take court for yourself, basically, you can just kind of paint most of it, make it basically like a landfill for the enemy team. They had to kind of dredge through the entire time, but also you can splash down either the grates itself, like on that left hand side, or go up and splash down the grates on the far right to kind of clear that second checkpoint. Because I think we both know that if a push goes past that second checkpoint, there's a very, very high likelihood that it's going to get towards, the goal and end the game right there.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, I'm a bit tired.
Don't worry, me too.
But I got sleepy comms here today on SOS.
Yeah, sleepy comms. But listen, we're still here. I'm excited to see exactly what what Megatron decides to bring out, what they decide to change, because they, for the most part, they had it. It was just a couple of mistakes kind of into a situation where Megatron had to feed in to try to. We're gonna see what changes we're gonna see, but Tomacross bringing backline for WIT CHECK and for Megatron bringing out the Jet Sculpture with Rain. I like it because you kind of clear out either the right side or left side by yourself. So I think that switch is going to be a little bit very helpful for Megatron, but maybe this aggressive comp from WIT CHECK is going to be what they need, because they're going to be able to take advantage of it right away as they're able to get a double kill and get this tower pushing in the first 30 seconds of the game, which is a really strong start.
Yeah, honestly, the first 30 seconds is really good. Stamper goes here and gets 2 picks, though. So honestly, they're able to get this checkpoint, but I don't know how much further they're going to be able to push. Zap tries to push in and get a pick, but gets pushed out. How many times can I say push in a sentence? The Slosher is going to push forward as well. Honestly, Megatron's taking advantage of the situation. They got, what, 2 down, and now they're pushing forward.
Yeah, but now we're gonna see if they're able to get anything else, but no, they're not quite able to. Keto, they're able to get a nice double kill to at least stop the momentum from WIT CHECK. A triple kill, a wipeout with the help of a splat bomb from the bucket. So Megatron, very good job here. Now you're gonna see how WIT CHECK can respond in kind to Megatron pushing up. You see Tama getting one, looking for even more, but the tower going towards that left side. You see it on that Grates, kind of forcing Squeege back at least a little bit here, just kind of hop off tower, but not for long. To see they have the cooler, they have the checkpoint, but no, not quite, as the Stamper able to do just enough, able to touch tower, and now forcing Megatron to go through that entire counter once again. Is WIT CHECK able to get to that tower once again and stop it? Probably. We're gonna see the Zap able to force their way on, looking for even more, getting their team in as well, able to get 2, looking for the triple kill, not quite able to get it. Back here is able to get 1, able to get 2, looking for the triple kill, not able to get it themselves, but WIT CHECK just following up really well, and they have a vacuum, they have a Rain, so they can really easily push through, possibly to the court, maybe towards that second checkpoint.
Yeah, honestly, I'm seeing a lot of picks here. There's a lot of back and forth. Like, we're seeing not the tower get pushed that far until now. I'm almost, well, a little over halfway through. Oh, good bit halfway through the match. Both of these teams are pretty strong. Seeing them fight is really interesting because we see them taking advantage of each like little moment, and it's really nice to see. I haven't seen games like this in a while, so it's really nice to witness.
Yeah, but we're gonna see how WIT CHECK can possibly end this game. No, they're not. The Booyah's able to at least stop it, but for Megatron, you're able to stop it for now, but you see WIT CHECK got through that second checkpoint, so now if they just touch tower, they can threaten to end the game really easily. Here you see Megatron trying to stop it, but these jumps, this consistent pressure without that backline is gonna be really helpful. CK gonna go down to a nice slash by Keto here on this Stamper, looking for even more. You see a jumper coming in. This is very unfortunate timing. They're gonna go down as well. 2 down for WIT CHECK. Maybe a triple kill here. There's 3. It's just a Zap forced to jump away. So Megatron able to, you know, recollect themselves, play some solid defense, but now can you translate that into offense is the question, because you've been here before. You've been at this first checkpoint. You haven't been able to break it yet, and I don't think WIT CHECK's gonna give it to you that easily.
No, absolutely not. Especially with the win being right here, I wouldn't want to give it to them easily either. You can see Tama here taking down, immediately going down to it. Looks like the Zap, as they got 8 ticks left on the checkpoint. Looks like they're gonna break it here and potentially even make it to the second checkpoint. They're doing a really good job of keeping WIT CHECK on their base at the moment. We got a tri-strike on the board, so that could come out at any moment, honestly, to keep them pushing forward.
Yeah, I would not be surprised here. Booyah Bomb kind of clearing out that top left side or top right side is going to work out here. And Megatron threatening to take this lead as they're going to be all around that tower, clearing it out. 1 down, 2 down on Megatron. Look, maybe a triple kill here. You see 9-6 just, or the Jet Squelcher just being that consistent backliner, able to paint up, but not quite enough to get any picks here. But a suction bomb is going to stop that tower in its tracks. 45 seconds remaining. Megatron just jumping in and hoping to get a pick or or two in their favor. There's one looking for more. There's two from the bucket. Maybe even more to continue this push is going. There's a triple kill. There's a quad. Popping off as much as possible to keep their team in the vac is going to stop them for now, but that tower is still pushing. It's still going. Strikes coming out to try to stop this top right side coming out from WIT CHECK. You hear, but even after all of that, the tower has still yet to get to that checkpoint. The tower has still yet to break that checkpoint, and Megatron is still trying to fight their way through, with WIT CHECK just putting up the defensive pressure here.
All WIT CHECK right, he needs right here is one solidly placed special, and it's just over.
Ooh, but that's 3, that's 4, and that's game. Yeah, like you said, one solidly placed special. They had the vacuum, they had the stamper flanking from the far right side to, you know, drop on that rail, and that's all she wrote. And Megatron, they put up a really good fight. A really good fight, which unfortunately they were like 2 to 3 points short of taking the lead there. Just really unfortunate.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, they did a really good job pushing forward at the end there, especially with the Slosher there getting as many picks as they did. That was insane. What was it, like a quad, maybe even 5? But they didn't seem to take advantage of the numbers.
Yeah, it felt like a little slow to kind of react on that, because if anyone gets like a quad or 5